Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Becca.
Becca, it's nice to meet you, Becca.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
How old are you guys?
I'm 22.
I'm 26.
Cool. That was great.
Why did you eliminate her?
She was too young. You get some years put on your life, 23 to 26.
That's a horrible excuse. No, he felt he had more value than her. I think he also probably, he probably wasn't impressed by her, because this is like the Cuts version of Chatter Tyrone here. Even if he's like, he might have matched with her on Tinder and slept with that girl for a night or two, on this game, he knows he has more social value than she does. So he's like, nah, I'm not going to wait around for her. And I'm going to X her out, get rid of her before she gets rid of me, and see what is better out there. So we got a Chatter Tyrone in the mix here to shake the game up. Just to shake things up here about the old social dilemma. Which, again, what did we just talk about? Even the 22-year-old bartender here who's in her peak value, well, if you got one of the Chatter Tyrones of the world, or the Chatter Tyrones in this environment, and he's like, nah, too bad, you'll just chase me all day. I'll be your little alpha widow for this TV show. Like, even in that sense, right? The one guy that sent her home was like the Chatter Tyrone of this little show. Alpha widow plays out again. The 22-year-old bartender can get them all except for the top of the totem pole.
Hi, Chris.
I'm Jess.
Jess, nice to meet you. How long have you been sitting back there?
I feel like kind of like forever.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You have been eliminated.
Okay, right? They both knew. This is where we talk a lot about how women have the average, right? An average woman, she kind of runs the average man. Well, just look at this. It's like she knew when she sat down, she could feel it. He has more value. He knows it. I know it. There's no way he's going to pick me. That's her mindset.
Your life, 23 to 26. Hi,
Hi.
Chris.
I'm Jess.
Jess, nice to meet you. How long have you been sitting back there?
I feel like kind of like forever.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You have been eliminated.
God, I feel like a dick.
That sucks. That girl had to sit back there waiting while that 22-year-old bartender was just like hogging the button for so long. And then she gets up in 12 seconds. She's sent home already. Oh, tough.
You eliminate her.
I could already tell we weren't going to work out, but man, that does not feel good. I'm Chris.
I'm Hazel.
Hazel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh gosh.
Ready?
No.
No.
Maybe.
I mean, it's pretty easy, I think. I don't know. Were you nervous back there? I was a little nervous.
It's weird.
Yeah. But sorry, I'm sorry.
You guys know, you probably already saw. I'm going to wait in the chat and just see if you guys already pointed out what I'm going to show again. But yeah, I like this guy. He gives me the non-douchey Colin Kaepernick vibes. Sorry if you're a Colin Kaepernick fan. I think he's a douchebag. But yeah, this guy gives me the non-douchey Kaepernick vibes. Watch. He does it, I think, 3 times subconsciously. Watch his eyeballs. 3 times.
Man, that does not feel good. I'm Chris.
I'm Hazel.
Hazel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh gosh.
Ready?
No.
No.
Maybe.
I mean, it's pretty easy, I think. I don't know. Were you nervous back there? I was a little nervous.
It's weird.
Yeah. But sorry, I'm sorry.
You have been eliminated. Why did you eliminate her?
She just wasn't my type. Wow. Not sure I like this.
Why?
I just feel so bad. It's not often that guys have to like reject girls, but girls got to do it all the time. It's a weird world we live in.
Hello.
Yeah, now this is the last part though. Watch what happens if both people kind of feel that they're at a similar social IQ. If they both get that feeling, then watch what happens.
I'm Emma.
Emma, it's nice to meet you, Emma. Are you from Seattle?
I'm actually from Maine.
From Maine?
Yes.
That's what?
Yeah, I road tripped out here this summer.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, I'm working out here.
Oh, nice, just cause.
Yeah, never been to the West Coast.
That's a fucking long road trip. Was it worth it so far?
It was so worth it, yeah.
What is your type?
What's your tip?
Definitely brunettes and brown eyes. What about you?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Okay. You fit
You
mine
guys
for sure.
described each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Chris enjoys old Disney movies.
Well, I mean, that's just like what I grew up with. So maybe it's nostalgia, but you know, keeps me a kid at heart.
How many people have you slept with, Chris?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Come on.
I don't know, and oh god, I'm gonna answer the question because I do want to stay on this day.
By the way, look between these two though. You can see the tension. You can see the tension between them. The little the tension that's going on between them. Now, we are going to do a little Prince quiz, guys. All right, we've got a Prince quiz, guys. So, how many people have they each slept with? What is your prediction? How many people have each of these people slept with? So, how many for Chris and how many for Emma? What is your prediction? We are going to find out. Well, we're going to find out what they say. But what is your prediction for how many Chris has slept with and how many Emma has slept with? Hey, Chris, your answer, man, I totally agree with, especially when we see this one. Chris 4, Emma whatever, 5 to 10, Emma 10 to 20. Her body count is at least 8. They'll both say 3. 3 times your answer, half his number. I could be wrong. Okay. Ooh, this is good. All right, we're gonna talk about some things then. I see some things in here. We're gonna maybe open up a new little can of worms here. Yeah. Okay. Him 30, but he'll answer like 50. So here's a little. I'll give you guys. We'll break this down afterwards. I'll let you guys see the video, then I'll break down based on what I was seeing from some of these comments.
So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw
All right.
all my cards
If you
on
answer,
the table.
I'll answer.
It's around like 60
Okay.
to 70,
Okay.
give or take.
Yes,
I
they
haven't-
want me to press the button.
Yeah, I
but
know.
I'm not going to. I don't
Really?
judge people on
Really?
that.
Okay,
No.
because, okay, now it's your turn, let's see.
I think around like 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is going pretty well.
Okay. No, she lied. She totally lied. But there's so much to break down here. First thing to let you guys know. Let's see here. Let's let him answer first.
It's around like 60
Okay.
to 70.
Okay.
Now, I saw in the comments, and yes, it's true, that typically women will always tell you far less. She'll always tell you far less than her actual number. Because we all know, right, the perceived notion is if you're a lock that opens to many keys, you're a crappy lock, versus if you're a master key that can open a lot of locks, you are a valuable key. So, first off, I think that she completely lied. I am getting the vibe, even though she said 20, I am thinking, even like Chris said, I'm thinking probably closer to 60. That's just my initial gut. I don't have any background science to actually tell that, but it's definitely higher than 20. Now, here's something interesting. When we say the general rule is most guys will lie and say a higher number than it actually is. That's true up into a certain extent. I believe Chris here. Listen to how he says this.
I don't know, and oh god, I'm gonna answer the question because I do want to stay on this date. So
Okay, he's nervous, not because he's like, she'll think of me as inexperienced. He has that confidence. He has that confidence. He's not worried about that. He's right now worried like, crap, man, what is too much? If I say, like, if my number's too high, like, I know my number's high, I don't want to say something too high. He is, so even though most men, we could say the average man, or even probably 80 to 90% of men would probably lie about their number and say it was higher than it actually is. But guys that have been with a lot of women, they are just like the women on this sense. They're always going to downplay it. I'll just be honest. I would lie about my number way lower than higher. So he, to me, was telling to me the truth. I think it's higher than 80. I think he knows for sure it was 70. For sure, he counted up to 70. He knew that for sure. And he's like, yeah, there are definitely a few others that I didn't want to count. That one girl when I was super drunk, I don't want to count her. So he's doing what most women actually do. I believe him, and I think that he's actually saying a little bit less than his number. She is definitely saying less than her number. I think he's actually has a higher count than what he's saying.
Like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw
right.
all my cards
If you
on
answer,
the table.
I'll answer.
It's around like 60
Okay.
to 70,
Okay.
give or take.
Yes,
I
they want me
haven't-
to press the button.
60 or 70, give or take. He's definitely had more than 60 or 70 women. Again, I really don't believe, I don't think he's lying. Everything, I can just feel the confidence on him, all that. And this is the other part about this. Notice how she handles this.
60
Okay.
to 70,
Okay.
give or take.
Yes,
I
they want me to
haven't-
press the button.
Yeah, I
but I'm
know.
not going to. I don't.
But I'm not going to. Why? Now, again, what is she going to say about this? Her excuse is going to be, I don't judge people for that. Well, why? Because she doesn't want people to judge her for her extremely high body count, way higher than 20. She's practiced that 21 probably since she was in college. Once she hit 20, she was probably like, okay, now it's getting a little high. I'm just going to say 20 from here on out. I know so many women like this. I know so many women, they're like, yeah, hey, I'm still at 9. Like, guys, when you go out with women and you see the behind the scenes where they don't hold back, when you're not shocked by stuff like this, they will reveal all the truth. So I know women that laugh. They sit there and laugh, and they look at each other and they're like, you know, one of the girls might be like, hey, did you sleep with him last night? And she's like, of course I did. And she's like, oh my God, you slut. And she's like, yeah, that makes it up to, looks like, ooh, he was my ninth. And then the other girl's like, wow, another ninth for you. It's like they know they're just joking. They're laughing. They're like, yeah, he's my ninth. She's the ninth. That's going to be the ninth for forever. That's her number. This girl's number is 20. Her number will vary. She'll sleep with plenty more men in her life, but her number will very rarely ever fluctuate above that 20 number. That's where she's comfortable with. She knows 20. She knows that if she said 9 or 10, everyone in her life would be like, no, I can count. I can already count on my fingers more than that. So you're lying. So she has to stick as 20 is her. That's like her number that she's going to do. But him, when he says it, listen to how reluctant he is.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Come on.
And look how much he wants it.
I don't know, and oh God, I'm gonna answer the question because
Look how giddy she is. Look how excited she is. She knows this guy's a chatter Tyrone. She can feel it on him. So she's like, ooh, tell me. And then watch him. As he says it, it's like he's lying. But again, he's not lying because he's over-explaining how many he's slept with. He's lying, and that's why his voice cracks, because he's underselling what he's done, because he's a chatter Tyrone. He's slept with many, many women, and he knows that's too many. That's in his mind. He's like, okay, that's too many.
I do want to stay on this date, so it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw
All right.
all my cards
If you
on
answer,
the
I'll
table.
answer.
Here it is. Here comes the lie. The voice crack lie.
It's around like 60
Okay.
to 70,
Okay.
give or take.
Yes.
Give
they
or
want me to
take.
press the button.
Yeah, I
but
know.
I'm not going to. I don't
Really?
judge people on
Really?
that.
Okay,
No.
because okay, now it's your turn. Let's see.
I think around like 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think around like 20 times 5. Yeah, I think around 20. That's right. When I last counted 13 years ago, it was around 20. So I'm probably around 20 still. That's how they justify it, guys. I'm not kidding you. They all women have a different number that they're comfortable with, is like that's their number. Like all women you know in your life, if you have girlfriends that will be real with you, you just sometimes just get it out of them. Just be like, hey, tell me, just give it to me. What's your preset number you tell guys when they ask you? They have one. They all know. But again, certain women will be higher with their number because they know that they can't even pull it over on most people. It's like, I can't even say I've only been with 40 people because everyone knows I've been with way more than that. So I got to be like, I've been with 60.
This is going pretty well. You two are cute together.
Well, thank you.
I think you're cute.
I think you're super cute for sure.
Chris works out.
I can tell. Yes.
Compliment each other more.
I'm a big teeth person.
Yeah.
I love your teeth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have nice teeth
Thank
too.
you.
Will you go on a second date with each other?
Yes.
I heard Cheesecake Factory is lovely. Congratulations, you have won.
Okay, that is what, when you say what does chemistry look like in that sense, that's what chemistry looks like. All this tension. And just look at her face. Now, this is why when I mentioned earlier in the actual presentation here, just like this, right? There are going to be the women that actually are going to treat the men, this man, the Chris here, super duper well. They're going to spoil him. They're going to be like what you would say, like, oh, wow, what a perfect girlfriend. What most people would say. But my feeling is this Chris guy, right? He's been with so many women. He's going to be another unattainable one that eventually, he's an unfulfillable dream for this girl. For this girl right here. They're going to hang out. They're going to have some fun. They're going to hook up. Maybe they'd even date or whatnot. But long-term wise, he's going to be another one of those alpha widows that she experiences. If you just watch her face, look at that chemistry, you're going to see, right? She's going to treat this guy so different than she treats any Betamon. Notice when I said earlier how when the woman's on a date with a Betamon, she becomes masculinized, hardened. She loses her femininity because she has to be on guard. She has to kind of control the relationship. She has to lead it. When she's with a guy like this guy here, Chris, where she feels like he's going to do that, you can just see, look, she melts into this very smiley, giddy, feminine little girl. I bet you if she was paired up with a totally different guy, we would see a different side of her. But all you see from this girl is this giddy little smiley girl.
I'm actually from Maine.
From Maine.
Watch her.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I road tripped out here this summer.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, I'm working out here.
Oh, definitely brunettes and brown eyes. What about you? Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna answer that question.
Come on.
I don't know, and oh god, I'm gonna answer the question because I do want to stay on this date. So it's fuck it.
Yes, they want me to press the button.
Yeah, I
but
know.
I'm not going to. I don't
Really?
judge people on
Really?
that.
She would never press the button on a chatter Tyrone. Come on.
I think you're cute.
I think you're super cute for sure.
Chris works out.
I can tell. Yes.
Compliment each other more.
I'm a big teeth person.
Yeah.
I love your teeth.
Thank
Yes.
I heard
All right, that's over. Anyway, see, right? This is where, and again, I'll tell you guys a million times, do your own thing. Not everyone likes to date. Some people do, but that's where, when I go, man, to me, the fun about dating is when I walk in and there's a girl, even with texting, it's the same way. You see her and she's normal, and then by the end, you'll see in your texts, you'll get more of that giddy, oh, she's so into you, you can just feel it type thing. Same with on a date. That, to me, is when it's fun. It does not look at all fun in a lot of scenarios, but that's part of the fun. And this guy, Chris, whatever, he has fun dating. You can tell he does. Don't forget, subscribe. Like, comment, share the video. Definitely subscribe.